Welcome to JenPenCreations. I'm Jen. Today, I want to talk about a book. It's not a bestseller. It's not a book you can find on a bookshelf anywhere, at a library, at a bookstore, even on Amazon. It's a very special book. And you are the author. I am also the author of a very special book. And today, I want to talk about that. So stay with me, and I'll get right to it. The Story of Our Lives is the book that I'm talking about. You have one, I have one, everybody has one. We all have a story to tell. Our lives are literally a storybook that starts the day we're born and ends the day we die. And, you know, now that I'm saying it out loud, it doesn't really have to end the day you die. Some people, their story lives on and on and on beyond their death. I mean, we still talk about Socrates. We still talk about Jesus. We still talk about all kinds of people who left their mark on this world, and their story is being told over and over and over again. Now, I want to get into actually the breakdown of our life stories. Basically, we live in chapters, and sometimes it's really hard to move through our lives into the next chapter, because in order for one chapter to begin, the last chapter has to end. And that's kind of bittersweet for us. I mean, some of us are reliving chapters over and over and over and over and over again because we're too scared to just move on to the next one. And sometimes it's to our detriment that we keep rereading these old chapters. So let's talk about these chapters. I feel that I have lived many chapters of my life already, and I feel like I still have a whole lot more chapters left to go. I want to continue to live and learn and love new people in this world all the time. I feel like God put us here to love each other. That's what we're supposed to do. Maybe I will do a video on the stages of love, the different sections and levels of love. But that's a whole nother video. Back to our stories. I'm pretty sure most of us live an infant chapter of our lives. Okay, when we're first born, when we're babies and we don't know what's happening and everybody's taking care of us and changing our diapers and feeding us, and I mean, we don't really remember that stuff, and most of us, it was just a chapter of our lives that had to happen so we could be here. So infancy is usually like the first chapter of your life. The next chapter of your life and subsequent chapters after that is all based on how your individual life goes. Like, maybe you'll have a chapter that's before, like, from toddler to 5 years old, and then you'll start a new chapter of like school age. And then you go to school, you have friends, you do all this stuff, you have this big long section of your life in your childhood, and going to school and hanging out with friends and having family get-togethers and whatever. And that was all dictated for you, but those chapters were created because each of us lives an individual childhood. We literally grew up with different chapters and different things happening to us, regardless whether we're siblings, regardless whether we're cousins or friends or whatever, grew up in the same town, grew up in the same house. None of that matters. We all lived different childhoods because of our own perspective on life. My perspective is different than yours. So my chapters in childhood are slightly different than your chapters in childhood, and they should be, because we're all individual, unique people. And as we grow older, we endure and live more life on this planet. So we get more chapters and more stories. The more diverse things you've encountered in life, the more chapters you're going to get. The more cool, interesting stories you're going to have. Did you move to different places in your years growing up, or young adult life, or whatever? Did you go abroad and study in Germany? Did you go and teach English to kids in Japan? I mean, there are lots of things that we could do that could add chapters and interesting parts to our lives. Now that we've covered the chapters and the stories, let's go to the detriment. As we get older and we've lived some of this life, we now have chapters that we can go back and look at. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say it's bad to do that, because I don't think it is. I think re-examining our life and knowing what brought us to where we are is how we can learn, adapt, and move forward to a new place, to a new chapter in our life. However, some people get stuck. And that is just so sad. Some will just reread chapters and reread chapters and reread chapters. Like, some people will read the same chapter of their life over and over and over and over and over again and just get stuck. Have you ever met anybody who talked about how they miss the good old days? I mean, I understand as we get older, we did have good old days. Okay, I have some. I'm 44. I have some good old days. Okay, I lived through the 80s. Some of those were some pretty fun days. Roller skating and stuff. But we don't want to get stuck there. High school years should not have been the best years of your life. Honestly, if you're still alive right now, honestly, the best years of your life should still be to come. Like, you still have so much more to live for. The best years of your life haven't even been written down in your story yet. They're not there. You haven't lived them yet. You have that to look forward to. I mean, I feel like I do. Like, I have not lived the best years of my life. Yeah, some of my years gone by were pretty good. I loved them, and I love looking back on the memories of those when my kids were growing up, and we did a lot of fun things, and decorating the house for Christmas, and I don't know, birthday parties and swimming parties, and just, we had so much freaking fun. But now my kids are grown, and guess what? I have grandbabies that I get to have birthday parties and Christmases and pool parties and all kinds of cool stuff with, along with sharing these things with my children too. I'm just so excited about life. Life has become pretty awesome, even in this grim economic state that we're in. I still have a whole lot to live for. I have 4 amazing adult children that are just fantastic. I love them so much. Everything is going pretty well. I mean, there are ups and downs in life, but overall, My life is pretty swell. I have 4 amazing kids and 7 grandbabies right now. I mean, I know that there's going to be more, but right now I have 7. And they are amazing and they are beautiful, and I am so thankful for the chapter I'm living in my life right now. And I know that I don't want to get stuck rereading old chapters, because if I do that, I won't be able to experience the chapters I'm living right now. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, letting me rant about chapters and stories of our lives in this beautiful, amazing book of life that we're writing for ourselves and for our children and our grandchildren to be able to experience after we're gone. I mean, that's what this channel is all about, actually. Me being able to leave something for my kids so that they can experience my life story and my chapters after I'm gone. I mean, they might want to know where they came from. I mean, I'm not the coolest person in the world, but I'm their grandma. They got stuck with me. So I hope you go out there today, do something amazing for yourself to spice up this chapter of your life, or just stop rereading the old chapters and start living a new one. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.